I'm going to be a teacher because I don't want to be a teacher like that.
And I don't care if you have a classroom full of little white kids. They need to see it too because they need exposure.
I just legitimately ran through the Atlanta airport. Oh my gosh, this breakfast, guys. As I fall and pull the whole table down with me. So I haven't really got to chat this morning because I'm so tired. Last night we had a gala and then we had a pajama party and all the things. And oh good, my battery's dying. Wonderful. Anyways, this morning we did yoga. Now we have our breakfast and there's going to be a keynote speaker. It's Hello Jen Jones, and I'm so excited to hear from her. Jen Jones is so awesome.
No.
No, but yes. And I said, I'm going to be just like her. How many of you had a teacher like that? Or we all had a really bad teacher. And they said, I'm going to be a teacher because I don't want to be a teacher like that. How many of you had a teacher like that? You're like, I'm going to be a teacher and I am not going to be like her.
Preach.
Youths themselves end up incarcerated and end up being a product of the school to prison pipeline. How many of you know that the third grade reading scores throughout the nation determine the number of prison cells built and funded? So how can teachers help? What does that have to do with you and I? We need to disrupt the school to prison pipeline through literacy education. Thank you. Literacy historically has been a tool used by oppressors to do just that. Oppress people, hold them down, block them from knowledge, because once a person is literate, they can do anything that they want to. So teaching literacy as a form of social justice and social activism to engage and to spark that desire of teaching that many of us are seeing. Children are just not engaged. They're not interested in reading. They don't want to read. We need to show them a reason why they need to. The first thing we need is awareness of the school to prison pipeline through ACE testing and screening. The second thing we need to do is for teachers to, not only for the students to take those ACE screenings, but for teachers to take them also. In order for students to share their most vulnerable selves with us, we need to be willing to do the same things with them, creating safe spaces in our classrooms. So the awareness piece is first, the screening piece is second, and lastly, we all know nothing happens without money. We need funding. Funding for what? Firstly, funding for PDs, for teachers interested in this cause. So even if nothing else, you're interested in creating a safe space for traumatized students for which having a parent incarcerated or themselves being channeled into that school to prison pipeline, it is our duty to create safe spaces for our students. We also need funding for classroom libraries that include books that represent the students that are in school. I'm sorry that no offense, but enough already. Enough. Where are the students with the black children in the role, a leadership role, a main character role in the book? Where is that? Where is the Latina little girl as a leader in the book? Like, we need to see more of that. And I don't care if you have a classroom full of little white kids. They need to see it too because they need exposure. So when they do have a black teacher, they're not they shouldn't be so mesmerized by me. Okay? They really shouldn't. Because it's the lack of exposure, and that is part of the education that they need, and that is what testing doesn't test. Okay? So we need, again, awareness, we need screening, and we need funding. We're seeking, and we are proposing, Chelsea, Darian, and I. Chelsea is teaching on the elementary level. I'm teaching on the middle school level. Darian is teaching on the high school level. We cover a cross-section of the Northeast, the Midwest, and the South, and the areas in which we teach, to go forward, to do the professional developments for teachers in our district interested in this, to help guide, educate other educators and administrators who have enormous budgets but refuse to buy the books that are representative of the cultures of the school. We need to inform them. We need that empowerment to be able to do that. And last but not least, we ourselves need to take a close look at our own implicit biases. We need to take a look at the issues that we have. What about our adverse childhood experiences that for many of us probably led us to the profession in the first place, knowingly or unknowingly. All of this is what we're discussing and what we're proposing to do with whatever opportunities are being afforded to us as members of this group in this day. Thank you so much for your time.
I haven't vlogged at all today. I'm gonna talk to the camera. Don't judge me. Okay guys, so once again I sucked up looking at my camera.
I'm here with my imaginary friend. That's Shelly from Early Adventures, and this food looks so flipping good. I'm pumped. Oh my gosh, I just legitimately ran through the Atlanta airport. My flight landed at 6:50 or something, but then nobody would get off the plane fast enough, and this one boarded. Just started. I like just got here right at the beginning. Courtney's still running. Hopefully she makes it. This is a mess, guys. That was fun. I can't breathe. People were looking at me like I was a psychopath. Oh my god. We made it. Thank you. All right, we made it back to Cincinnati. CBG. But now we have to pick up our bags because both of us actually did the option where you like check your bags for free because the plane's overbooked. No, I didn't get the option. They made me. By the way, if you're watching this in the future, the reason that our planes were all so overbooked is because they just canceled like all the 737 MAX airplanes. Like they grounded all of them because there was a crash. I don't know, but that's why like literally all the flights are overbooked. But we made it back. I am going to conclude this video tomorrow. I'm gonna recap a little bit because I feel like there's is going to be a hot mess of just like random clips that make no sense. So I'll make sure to explain a little bit, and I'll see you guys when I don't look like I just crawled out of a garbage can. Okay, bye. Why? Hello, coming at you live about a week later, a little less than a week, at the CBG airport again, because now I'm on my way to a cruise. That's where, yeah, I couldn't even think about it. But I was editing this vlog yesterday and realized that in the last clip I said I would explain more, and I didn't. So here I am. This whole event was sponsored by Genius Plaza, which is a really awesome company. What they do is really intricate, but essentially like the CEO is an amazing woman, and she's a coder, and she's just like a boss, and she works with ministers of education in other countries and all this crazy stuff. So they really have interest in helping the educational climate of the United States, and they know that us as influencers have a big voice to share and a big platform and can affect a lot of change if we work together. So yes, there was fun. There was parties and a pajama party and beach games and blah blah blah, but also on Sunday was the real meat of the program, and it was my favorite part because we broke into groups based on our very specific passions. Mine is the school to prison pipeline, how incarceration is affected by literacy and education, and just the basic idea that literally third grade test scores determine how many prison cells are built. Like just disturbing information like that keeps me up at night, and that's like what I'm really passionate about. And there were 2 other women at the conference who were specifically passionate about that. So we got to collaborate and come up with a plan on literally how we could change that school to prison pipeline climate. Like how can this be effective? Like, what can we do? And we broke it into action steps, which Vivette talked about in that clip earlier in this video. Basically, step 1 is awareness. People don't even know the school to prison pipeline exists. People who work in the school to prison pipeline don't even know that they're working in it, you know, like just opening up awareness, educating people. Step 2 is improving literacy. Literacy is the key to almost everything for our students. Like, you cannot have so many jobs if you cannot read and if you cannot write. So literacy, and then finally we have big ideas for creating like programs where we're getting Black men and women back into the classrooms that they learned in as educators, and programs where people are going to speak about these things, because there is no like conference on this specific idea. There's not really sessions on this specific idea at conferences. So awareness, literacy, and Genius Plaza said they are going to help us with whatever we need. They will help fund libraries if we need libraries. They will help fund PD if we need to travel for PD. So Genius Plaza is amazing. I'm so grateful for them. I'm so glad to have met all these people. I was nervous going into it because I was one of like the smaller channels, I feel like. Like all my friends are tagged in the description below, and if you click, most of them have a lot more subscribers than me, some of them by thousands and thousands and thousands. Like, I rode in the Uber from the airport with Michelle, Pocketful Primary, who's like the biggest teacher YouTuber. So I felt like at the beginning I didn't know what my purpose was or why I was even there, but I really felt comfortable the whole time. Everyone was very nice, even the like really big people were still just as friendly as the like smaller people. But meeting my teacher BFFs that I'm in a group chat with was like the best, and getting Courtney to come with me when she's someone that I know like from Cincinnati, it was just the best. So super grateful for the trip. I hope you enjoyed these vlogs, and feel free to ask me any questions that you have about the trip or about Genius Plaza or about anything. I will try to answer them as best as I can in the comments, but I hope you are having a great day wherever you are.